My precious child, think about this. What if every challenge you faced, every tear you cried in secret, every moment you felt far from me was actually preparing you for what is now happening? What if the times you thought were dead ends were not rejections at all, but part of my plan, building you for a moment so powerful that even the unseen world has been waiting for it? You are not here by accident. There is a holy call sounding right now in the spirit world, set in motion before you were even born, and that call has your name on it. People told you to be patient, to wait for your time to come. But what if I told you that the very system that kept you waiting is about to be destroyed by my eternal decision? The atmosphere around you is changing even now. That strong feeling you sense is not fear. It is readiness. My unseen angels are moving into place for you. Get ready, because what I am about to tell you will forever change how you see the path ahead. Your spirit already knows why you are here. This moment has been hidden for a long time, but now it is being revealed. Some people seem to easily attract blessings because they discovered this truth long ago. But today that separation ends. Your life's full journey doesn't start when you think you're ready. It begins when I declare you ready. And I am declaring it now. The real question isn't whether you deserve it, but whether you are bold enough to embrace it even when it looks nothing like what the world told you favor would look like. Your divine call is sounding. Your appointed time is here. Your life changes today. What if the idea of always waiting on my timing was used to keep you stuck? What if the ones telling you to wait gained from your struggles? What if I released a sound so strong it broke every delay, every reason you've been given for why your breakthrough hasn't come? This truth I'm telling you will change how you see the days ahead. I have released the call, and only those prepared can hear it. That sound is moving through eternity right now. It's not a soft whisper, but a force that cuts through the sadness, the years you questioned if I even noticed you, and it destroys the lies that told you to wait forever. You won't hear it with your ears. You'll feel it in your spirit. If you sense that stirring inside, if you feel the tears because you know this is for you, that is my call activating your divine timing. For years you asked for a sign. You begged to know when it would be your turn. People kept telling you, be patient. Just wait. But what if patience was not my plan for this moment? What if the delays were tricks to keep you from the good things I have ready for you? What if the waiting is over and your time to receive has begun? Your season has shifted. The clock in heaven has reached your exact moment. The countdown that has been running behind the scenes has now finished. This is not just any call. This is your call. Your name is tied to it. Your turning point is linked to it. Your entire future is connected to it. Picture this: in heaven there is a great clock, not counting hours but counting destiny moments. And there is a mark on that clock for your breakthrough, your shift from struggle to blessing. That clock has just struck. The sound is shaking every wall that has blocked you. It is breaking old cycles, opening doors you thought were closed, and removing every barrier in your way. But this call is different from every other message you have heard. This is not about getting you inspired to wait longer. This is about action. When my call goes out, it doesn't just wake you up. It opens your path. It doesn't just stir your heart. It changes your surroundings. It doesn't just give you hope. It starts your blessing. The doors that were shut are about to swing wide. The resources I set aside for you with your name on them are now being released. This is not a test. This is the real thing. But listen, not everyone will recognize this call. It is tuned to a specific frequency that only reaches those who stayed faithful through the hard times, those who didn't quit even when it looked like nothing was working. If you can feel it, my beloved, if something deep inside says, "This is for me," then you are not just ready. You are being moved into motion. This sound is coming from my presence and it is calling you by name. Do you hear me, my child? Can you feel the purpose I placed in you waking up? Can you see now that every pain, every lonely moment, every time you felt unseen was building you for this call? This is the sound of your waiting ending. This is the sound of your abundance beginning. This is me telling you that your battle is over. Your full life begins now. But what happens after the call? What changes when I say the waiting is finished? That is where things will unfold in ways you never imagined. There comes a moment when I will no longer allow the delays that held you down. What happens when I, the Creator of all things, step in and say, "Enough"? Something shifted in the spirit world that hasn't happened in ages. I rose from my place of rest. The weight of my presence moved not against you but for you. My child, hear me. There have been forces working against you, trying to keep you trapped because they benefited from your struggles. That was not random. These dark powers fed off your pain, hoping you would never live the life I designed for you. But when I step in, everything changes. My declaration wasn't just for you to hear. It was a warning to everything holding you back. This one is moving forward and nothing can stop it. Listen carefully because this will change you. The struggles, the financial lack, the relationship pain, the sickness, the closed doors, none of it was by accident. It was resistance. But even resistance has a limit. And that limit has now been reached. Everything stolen from you is being returned in greater measure. Everything held back is now being fast-tracked by my direct power. And here is the amazing part, this declaration didn't just stay in this moment. It echoed through all time. It is connecting your past, your present, and your future. Prayers your ancestors prayed are now being answered. The good works and sacrifices of those before you are now producing blessings for you. This is bigger than just your personal breakthrough. This is me correcting your family's story, raising your family line from surviving to thriving. Can you feel the shift in your spirit? That isn't fear. That is holy expectation. Deep inside, you already know you are not the same as you were moments ago. Your life's pattern has been altered. Your future's direction has shifted. Your very reason for being has been renewed. But understand something about my timing. When I choose to act, I do not move slowly. I do not roll out your blessing in small pieces. When your time comes, everything happens suddenly, all at once, in ways that defy human logic. The fullness of life I am about to release into your reality will not trickle in over years. It will flood in like water breaking through a dam. The grace coming on you will not build up little by little. It will cover you instantly like a sudden storm cloud in a clear sky. And those who opposed you are about to learn why you never fight against someone who has my favor. Every locked gate they built is about to be blown open. Every connection they cut will be restored stronger than before. Every chance they tried to steal will be returned to you with increase. This is your moment, my beloved. Not a time for fear but a time for my personal intervention. Just like I rescued my people in the past from impossible odds, I will break every limitation off you now. Paths will appear where there were none. Freedom will come with power. And what will amaze you most is this: the call was only the beginning. What follows will completely rebuild your life. Think about it. Why did the struggles start before you even knew your purpose? Why did pain find you before favor? Why did the enemy fight you when you were young and unprepared? Because you were never ordinary. You were targeted because of the person you were destined to become. There has been a battle over your life from the start. Right now, in the spirit world, two things are happening. Darkness is fighting to keep you bound. Heaven is preparing your victory. Both sides know something about you that you are only just discovering. Your life carries a purpose so great that even speaking your name makes the enemy tremble. Let me show you something that will lift you. In the eternal realm there is a record with your name on it. In it are things promised to your bloodline, provisions set aside for you before the world existed. These are not just blessings. They are your inheritance by right. This is why the attacks began so early. The enemy saw what was written about you and feared it. Before you took your first breath, I knew your name and the abundance I planned for you. That's why your childhood was harder than it should have been. That's why you felt rejection before you even knew what acceptance was. The enemy wasn't fighting who you were then. He was fighting who you would become. Why would darkness waste energy on someone with no purpose? They wouldn't. But you were born carrying a power they recognized even if you didn't. Every tear, every lonely night, every time you wondered why you felt different, that wasn't me ignoring you. That was resistance. And resistance only shows up for what is valuable. Your battles were proof of your purpose. In the enemy's strategy, your life was marked as dangerous. My love for you isn't based on what you've done. It's based on the future I created for you. The opposition you faced, betrayals, obstacles, broken relationships, all of it was designed to keep you from the moment you now stand in. But even when the enemy tried to crush you, I was secretly building your victory. The closed doors were not rejection but protection. The delays were my timing so you would be ready. The struggles that were meant to destroy you made you stronger. The hurt that was supposed to break you built your faith. The loneliness prepared you for the closeness with me that your next season requires. You are still standing after everything that was meant to bury you. You still trust after betrayals. That is not by chance. That is my careful watch over your life. This is your inheritance beginning to show itself even before you fully see it. The enemy feared you because your awakening would destroy his plans. Your resources will help others. Your story will expose the lies that kept people stuck. That is why the opposition was so strong, especially right before your breakthrough. But now their worst fear is happening. You are waking up. You are claiming what is yours. The fight is intense right now, but the outcome is already decided. Your blessings are already signed off in the unseen realm. What is yours is already being transferred. The only question is, will you step forward and accept it? The battle is reaching its peak because the enemy knows the transfer is close. But let me show you something amazing. The moment you felt most alone, most overlooked, that was the very moment I set my focus on lifting you. A simple act you did in private, one you don't even remember, unlocked what you're about to receive. Maybe you obeyed my quiet nudge when no one saw. Maybe you forgave someone who hurt you. Maybe you gave when you barely had enough. You thought it didn't matter. But I remembered. Every hidden act of faith was recorded. I always move in the unseen before it shows up in the seen. That small act of obedience set things in motion. And while you were being faithful in private, someone else was also watching, someone with resources and influence. I placed them in position to be connected to your life. Your quiet faith drew their attention. You see, the spiritual world and the physical world are tied together. When you obey me, it sends out a ripple far beyond what you can see. It reaches people and places you don't even know. That moment you gave when it hurt, that time you let go of offense, that time you chose to trust instead of fear, all those choices released a chain of events that is now leading to a life-changing connection. Someone with the ability to change your circumstances has been chosen to find you. This is not random. I arranged it. Just like you have been prompted to help others for reasons you couldn't explain, someone is now being prompted to help you. That prompting is my hand at work. Even now, that arrangement is moving in your favor. Someone is about to open a door for you, to lift you, to take you to a place you could not reach alone.